Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing the bunny cake. At least it should be the bunny cake. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find the rare daffodils. I'll keep looking, but it took me so long to be able to post anything new lately because my store just hasn't put out the new stuff. So, as you can see in the background, I did find some things that I needed. So I'll be back to my normal filming routine here soon. We have a bunny cake, the ears, the tail, oh that's cute, and then the shredded coconut. I'm a little scared to do this one. I think we're gonna have to do it in steps probably, but we will see. We got a spatula, the cute bunny topper that goes on top of the container, and of course our table. That's cute. And they did give us a doily thing. So, let's see. I've already done the other ones except for that ultra rare. Honestly, it's not too exciting to me. I do like the planters, but I just don't like the plants in general. I get more excited about the food stuff. So, let's see. Tells us to do the sides first. And then cure it and then do the top. I don't like how they wrote that, but I'm gonna clean up and we'll just go from there. So let's get the cake out. I kind of have an idea of how I'm going to do this. So they do have the holes for the ears, but nothing for the tail or the facial features, so that might be a little difficult to stick on there. So I might do like half and then cure it and then do the other half. Because look how tiny those are. I feel like that's going to be difficult maybe. So his ears will be going this way, so I think I'll do work on this area right here, get that set up, and then fill in the gaps. You can see how pink that is. It's a very pretty color. Reminds me of the pink jelly beans. I forgot to open my sprinkles. Should have did that first, but I'm gonna add just like a little area like that. Honestly, you really don't need much because you're going to be putting all the shredded coconut stuff on it. So this probably actually is more than necessary. I'll take some of it off. Make sure it's touching from top to bottom. And I think you're supposed to add the face and then the sprinkles around it. It looks like a cute idea. Actually, let me open this first. But I feel like it might be a little, not complicated, but I don't know. Not for beginners, maybe? So this goes down like that. Kind of looking at the top of it to make sure it's centered. I'm gonna gently tap that in and straighten it out. Then grab the eyes, which flat on one side, rounded on the other. They have them pretty spaced out. They look like, kind of like black jelly beans that were cut in half. So far that looks pretty cute. And I think everything looks straight. So now, I have like a cupcake liner. I'm going to tap some of this out. And feel free to completely cover it because you will shake it off. And then, didn't anticipate it sticking to the nose since there's no resin there, but Looks like we might have to uncover it, which is fine. Then we could gently move certain pieces where we want. I definitely didn't want to put the shredded coconut on first. I feel like that would have been weird. I think it's easier to do it this way. So I will make sure it's how I want it to look, and I'll cure it, and then we will move on to the back side, and then we'll do this side, and then that side, and then the top. So multiple stages, but slow and steady is better. So I'll be back. This is how it looks all set up. One thing I forgot to mention, so I do like taking a toothpick, and then I kind of push this when it's wet to make that hard line on both sides. That way there's not just like resin over here that doesn't have the shredded coconut, if that makes sense. I'll try to remember to do it this time when we're doing the back side. So let's do the same thing, and we're gonna put the tail on, and then we'll cure that, and then we'll do each side. We'll do that one, and then that one. That's a good section. So same thing, I'm going to place that tail first before adding the coconut. If I can get it out of here, we're just gonna, oh, yep, that works too. Let's throw it. Okay, this is cute. It's actually fluffed up. Tap it in. Let's see if it's straight. That would be about straight, it looks like. And yeah, right in the center, I think looks good. Let's add sprinkles, or not sprinkles, the coconut. And then again, use tweezers to tap it and shake it off. And I don't like it hanging off the edge like that, so you can either push it back up and make it fit nicely somewhere, or remove it. That way it's nice and flat. And any that are sticking out, I kind of push down. And then I'll show you what I mean with the toothpick. See how it's jutted out there? I take this and just kind of push it back. Use it to push up if you want. I will take a few minutes straightening these out, but then I will set it under the lamp and do the next section. Okay, there we have that done. Oh, upside down. Look how cute it is though. I've seen pictures of other people's, and I could tell that some of them maybe did everything all at once. I feel like it's really hard to make it look evenly scattered with like the coconut and stuff like that. Usually you can break stuff down in different steps like I'm doing. Sometimes you can't, depending on what the build is, but for the most part, if you take your time, you should be fine. While this was curing, I did go ahead and open both of the nature series that I had here in the background that I found today. I like that series, but I have a problem with it. I hate that it doesn't have the dot codes. They have markings, but they're on the inner wrapper, so sometimes you can't see them. So I just had to kind of like randomly grab two. I didn't want to get too many because I didn't want a bunch of duplicates. One of them is a new one for me. It's not one I necessarily wanted, but I will be building it. But the other one is like, I think I've got it like twice already. It was the lettuce, which is a cute build, but I already have a duplicate of it. So now I've gotten it 3 times, and I think I've only bought like maybe 8 of them. So I feel like that's some pretty bad luck to get them that many times. But let's go ahead and cure that side and do the other side, and we're almost done. We're about halfway. I went ahead and finished that other side just to kind of speed up this video, but this is what it looks like so far. You can't see, you know, where I sectioned it off. It looks seamless in my opinion. So now I'm gonna spread the, thought that felt wet for a second, resin on top, and then we'll put the ears in, and then add the sprinkles. You could probably stick the ears in first, but this is such a light color resin, you should be able to see those holes. I can't remember what cake was I making that once I put the resin on, I couldn't see where the holes went. But it ended up working out. Wasn't really disastrous. So for this, you're going to want to make sure it goes over the edge just a tad. That way some of the sprinkles stick to that, so it's not like such a hard line that you'll know, you know, that you did it in sections, if that makes sense. And again, you don't need too much. About like that should be fine. Everything's completely wet, so this one goes here. This one goes there. And we're going to drench it in the coconut. And I don't know if you guys follow me on Facebook or seen any of the alleged upcoming sets. There might be a Jurassic Park one. What else was there? Was there a jewelry one? Some that were pretty random. So that'll be interesting. And if you're not following me on Facebook, I do have that linked in the description box. I read Reddit a lot, and I'll post leaked pictures and upcoming stuff, so that's where I mainly get my information from. All right, let's go ahead and cure this, and I'll be back to show you the final view. Okay, here is the final product. I think this turned out really good. It was a really good idea for a build, though, honestly. It's very creative. And if you happen to see any bare spots or any spots you want to fill in more, just use the tweezers, dip it in a little resin, place it there, and then cure it. Yeah, very easy peasy. I think this turned out good. Out of this series, I'd probably give it like a 9. They did good for the Easter series. Like I said, I'm not too crazy about the daffodils. I like the containers they come in. But deviled eggs and this cake were hands down my favorites. But up next, I might do the appliance that I'm missing. I also have one for the nature series, and then 3 from the cafe, including like the little boba bear drink and some other fun ones. I think the watermelon one I was able to find if the dot codes are correct. So if you're interested in that, stick around and stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.